Well, hello everybody. Hang on, let me just get the wife in. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I was cutting your bottom of your head off. I'll cut the top of my head off. That's not a problem. Welcome everyone. Today is Monday, 19th of May. Special day today for me. It is my dad's birthday today. We went and saw him, and he is an amazing 88 today. Born,
great,
look great. Born in 1937. Wow. There you go. Anyway, happy birthday to the old man, and he's looking well. Saw our mum as well. She's not looking so well, but she's okay. She's all right, isn't she? She's
any worse, really.
But any worse, she's good. So let's just get into Onpassive. Nothing in the ecosystem for you guys to look at, but make sure you log in on a daily basis. That's where the updates are going to be. And obviously, myself, Chris, and many others, if we hear anything, we'll bring it to you as soon as we possibly can. A little bit of housekeeping today before we get into it. I know it's Monday Fun Day, but there is a little bit of housekeeping I want to touch on. Number one is that when myself, Chris, other people do any web and any videos, any lives, anything like that, a lot of the time in it, we give our opinion and we say, this is what I'm thinking, I believe, and all the rest of it. There seems to be more and more people taking what we are saying and expanding it into very strange ways, and unfortunately, we need to make sure that that information is curtailed and is not getting out to the wrong people. What I mean by that is there is literally people getting excited about false news, okay, and we try our very hardest. Hang on, I just need to sort somebody out. We try our very hardest to make sure that we give accurate information, and when we are giving our opinion, we say it is our opinion. But on top of all of this, okay, what we don't want people to do is to take what we have seen and what we have heard in the wrong context, make posts about it that are completely false, get people excited because they think things are going to happen or something is going on that is completely untrue. Okay, so just a little bit of advice, please, guys. Make sure we keep to the truth. If Ash hasn't said it, it's not true. If we are saying it, then we do stick to the truth. But if the occasion comes and we give our opinion, we say exactly that prior to it. And if we are giving our opinion, okay, it's not quotable, guys. It's an opinion. It's what we're thinking. And if you are going to quote us, then you need to say in your quote that this is what Redfern thought, okay, rather than quoting that I said it. Okay, so there you go. I know it's old news as far as us going over the same old thing time and time again, but unfortunately there is Indian brothers and sisters out there that are capitalizing their YouTube channels by putting out false information just for clicks and views. So be very careful. As Ash said, choose who you follow. It really is important. I would love as many Indian brothers and sisters to follow myself and Chris Johnson and Marty DeGarmo as possible. Why? Because I know that us three give the correct information out. Anyway, that's that done and dusted. Sorry to be, I don't know, a little bit, not happy on Monday Fun Day, but it needs to be said. We really need to understand that unless our CEO says it, then it is only all hearsay. Anyway, I'm going to hand it over to Jane and then come back in.
You're happy now?
I'm happy. I'm always happy, Jane.
That is not true.
Well, that's not true, actually.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Lovely to see so many of you. Oh, there's a lot of you on here today. Hello to you guys. I hope you're all well.
Oh, Narelle's here as well. Sorry, Narelle, for keeping you up, love. I do apologise.
I'm going to speak to Narelle in a minute. Misquotations. Yes, they're a pain in the backside.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I haven't written any birthdays. I'm so here we go again. I'm super tired, guys. I'm so sorry. We've had such a mad weekend. Did I work Saturday?
You worked Saturday, love.
I worked Saturday. My boss is on a honeymoon, lovely. So I've been helping out a little bit extra, as you do, and I'm super tired. And yesterday we had a family full family day. We went and saw our eldest daughter, picked up our youngest granddaughter because she wanted to come with us, and we went to see our youngest daughter, who's, of course, as you know, is with child. It's a girl, by the way, and she's with child. And so we went and saw her to check out, make sure she was okay. And thank you, Jean. I so need one, honestly. And then we drove back, and then obviously today we drove the other way to see Red's pops. Yeah, Red's mum and dad. Red's pops. It's his birthday, bless him. So we went and said hello to him, took him some cake, and said
some fresh asparagus.
And some fresh asparagus right from the farm as we drove past, which was lovely. Love it.
Yeah.
And we took him some of that, as we had bought him a gift, but we just sort of were popping over anyway. And then we just come back and ran around the supermarket like absolute idiots, trying to get a food shop in. Now, if you ever go your face, if you ever go food shopping, don't take a chef, because I kid you not, you just read everything.
Yeah, but I also pick all the fresh foods, I've got to look at it and make sure it's right. And
I kid you not, we could have still been there. You just go up and down the aisle, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And you're lollygagging.
I'm going to butt in here now.
No, don't.
No, I know. But what Jane does, right, is she goes off like it's a Formula One starting line, right? When we get through the door, and she's like that down the aisle. Right. And I'm perusing. Obviously, I'm looking at stuff, picking it up, and all the rest of it. She's gone.
I'm gone.
Right? And I've got all this stuff in my hands trying to navigate down aisles.
Where's the trolley?
Where's the trolley? Right? Everything's all in my hands. Where's the trolley?
I'm the trolley dolly.
Old bloody Lewis Hamilton here is somewhere else. That's where she bloody is, I tell you.
I am a woman on a mission, Jean. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to be hanging around supermarkets, love.
Do you know something? She would go supermarket shopping, and the only stuff that she would buy, right, is fresh fruit and yogurt, and that would be it. There wouldn't be anything else in the basket, because that's it.
No, I have to interrupt there. I would always buy I have to have jacket potatoes once a week. So I would buy them.
You probably would. That's it.
My favourite way.
And seeing as somebody amongst the two of us does all the cooking, right? I have to make sure that I get what I think is the best produce.
But my favourite way of food shopping is actually ordering it online and then going to collect it on a certain thing. Because I like but I like to sit and do it. I don't mind sitting and doing my food shop online, but Red really likes to go get in there and get anything that's like in season. You know, he'll always come back with stuff that's in season.
Like today, I bought really nice fresh basil. I don't normally buy basil all year round because it's not that good all year round, but at the moment the basil is amazing.
And what are we having with basil?
I'll put it on some tomatoey stuff I'm gonna do, that's for sure. And coriander or cilantro, wherever you are in the world, I bought some really nice fresh coriander as well to go, because I know we're having a curry this week at some point.
Lucky me.
Absolutely, but this is what makes the difference, having the right fresh vegetables.
I know, and I know it is very good, but I just get, I'm tired, I think, and today, because I'm tired, and I'm just not tired enough, guys. I did a double whammy at the gym, so I had a PT with my Harry and an upper body, which was, I did a few PBs actually, don't you know, and a little bit of an hour upper body, and then I went straight into a class that Red actually joined, and I did a legs, bums and tums class. So I have to say, I was fairly pooped when I got out of there. 2 hours solid of like, well, it's 1 3/4 really, of like constant like strength training. And then we got in the car, went straight to see Red's dad, and then we'd done the food shopping. I got back in, and I can barely string a sentence together.
Don't get me wrong, I don't like normal shopping, like clothes shopping and stuff like that. That's not for me.
Are you still talking about that?
Yeah, we're still talking about.
We're finished with that subject, love. We've moved along.
No, you've moved along.
I know, it's my
I hadn't
show.
finished.
But it's my show. And in other news, Cynthia Downtown Brown's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
I saw that. So happy birthday to you, darling, on the same day as Red's dad.
Absolutely.
Jonathan's birthday.
Jonathan Eric Redfern.
He looked great today.
Good,
I thought he looked really good.
He's starting to stoop quite a lot now. But
he's 88. And yeah, so I'm super tired. And anyway, I also, while Norelli is on here,
bless Noel, staying up.
Noel. I'm calling you Norelli now because Chris calls you Norelli, and I quite like that. It's quite cute. So, and that could potentially be your real name, right? And she sent me a lovely video, and Noelle sends the loveliest messages. As do a lot of you, actually. I do get some really nice messages from people. Just sort of, I guess, showing appreciation, I think is the word. And it's really...
and whilst Jean's on here, well done, Jean, for popping in to see Marty. I know it's not that far for you to drive.
Yes, that was very kind of you, darling. And I wish we could all do that. However, I would say let's not.
Yeah, just leave him to it.
Yeah, leave him to it. But I think what you did there, in and out quickly, is fantastic, darling. And that, I bet that was super pick me up for Marty. But it was lovely. If we lived closer, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, bless her. You're an earth angel, Jean. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but you absolutely are. And if only we were neighbours, darling. If only we were neighbours.
Yeah, I wouldn't see my wife if you were around, Jean. You two would be off doing stuff, and I'll be on my own shopping. But Jean, happy days.
You know, I'd leave you at the supermarket, and then me and Jean could go and have a nice coffee, and then we could go and do some help somewhere because we like to do that, and then we could come back and do something for ourselves, which would be quite nice. And that's exactly what I was trying to do this morning, because I've been working and helping out. Iqbal Patel, India, you just sent us a super sticker. That's very, very kind of you. No need to do that, but that's very lovely of you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
I was trying to do something for myself this month, so I got off track. We were trying to do something for myself, and I thought, no, I am going to go to the gym. I know I'm very tired. I'm going to go and do something for myself, and I'm currently regretting it because I'm very tired. I'm working tomorrow. What are you making for tea, Basil?
I'm not going to tell you. It's going to be a surprise.
Ooh. Oh, God. That's it now. I'm going to come home, and I'll have cheese on toast, which I love, by the way. Oh, that was something else I did. Just so you know, I'm just saying, Friday night, Red was very lucky. His sister took him to watch a big game again at the football. I wasn't that bothered about going. I thought, let's just...
Hence why I did a recording.
He did. You do your thing. Let me do my thing. You know, we don't always have to be together, I guess. I know you miss me, but sometimes it's good for us to be apart, darling. So I was... I'll cut the long story short. My neighbour, but about 5, her son, God love him, took his own life about 8 weeks ago. So, of course, she's in an absolute mess, and we have been rallying around, all of us, on various things. And on Friday night, I took my turn, and I had a glass of wine with her, and I made her cheese on toast, which has just reminded me because I just said cheese on toast, because I wanted to keep it really simple so she could talk. Now, I wouldn't say I'm not the best at stuff like that, but sometimes when it's so severe, sadness is so severe, it's really hard to say the right thing to someone. So I just listened, basically. Put a little bit of music on in the background, a bit of Gabrielle, actually.
I'm rubbish.
Red's terrible.
Don't mind him.
He's not very good. He's very uncomfortable with that. He's really out of his comfort zone with stuff like that, which is fine, by the way. But
I think a lot of it's to do with it. I have seen, I suppose I've seen a lot of death, really, in one way, shape, or form, and it's.
I don't think it's that.
Isn't it not
no,
that?
I think it's just your mannerism, and you're not as. It's not.
I'm a very pragmatic person.
Yeah, you are. You're quite. I'm quite matter of fact at times, but I'm a girl. We have more empathy. I think you know, I'm more empathetic than you are. So, and Sherry says you need to pamper yourself and recharge. You're not wrong there, Sherry.
Don't give her Sherry, don't give her
if
ideas.
only I had a bath, I would lie in it.
Don't give her ideas, Sherry.
So, yeah, so I did that on Friday night. I sat with my friend and let her talk, really. So, and in a weird way, it's quite exhausting doing something like that, because you're listening and you're taking on someone else's emotions, I think. So there you are. That was my jam-packed, mostly fun-filled weekend. And speaking of fun-filled, our granddaughter, if you didn't see my post on social media last night, our granddaughter is the cutest thing. What an absolute... My daughter was doing a good job with her, right?
Really good job raising
the kids. And I asked her, as we were going to see our other daughter who's with child, I said, what advice would we give to the new baby? And she's only 6, and she said a few quite profound things.
Be kind.
For a 6-year-old. Be kind, and it's okay to not feel okay, Nanny. Yes, that's lovely, that, darling. And don't rub your eyes if you've been playing with clay.
Really important. Don't rub your eyes if you've been playing with clay.
Which was, oh, Noelle, darling, you've sent us a super sticker. Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh.
Really solid advice from a 6-year-old. I couldn't fault any of it, let's be honest. I mean, it wasn't like I could object to any of that. It was really sweet of her, and she is an absolute darling. And then I said to her, and do you know what relationship you will be to the new baby? Meaning, of course, they will be cousins. And she said, yes, Nanny, it will be a respectful one. I said, absolutely, sweetheart. I couldn't be bothered to correct her because it was such a lovely answer. So, and you know, she's as good as gold.
Yeah, she's really good.
I didn't even know she was there. She's just so sweet, so unassuming, just sits there with the adults, gets a little iPad out, no bother. An absolute delight she is, an absolute delight. So that was my fun, jam-packed weekend, and out of the mouths of babes made me smile. Even on being as tired as I was yesterday, she made me smile, and it was lovely. So if you ever have the pleasure of having grandchildren, they're an absolute hoot.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and we've got another one on the way.
Absolutely.
So anyway, go on then, Basil.
No. That's I haven't got anything else to say now. That's it. I'm all saded out.
Oh, you're saded out, are you?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we've got anything else to bring to the table for you today, other than keep an eye on your AOS, guys. I'll be back around tomorrow, obviously, and I'll try and bring something to help you, inspire you, give you value, any of those sort of things, like I always do. You know, I do try my very hardest to bring something to the table that I think will be of use, and that's what I try and do on a daily basis. Why? Because I want everybody to be there at the start. That is exactly why I do it. You know, I don't want people wavering in different directions into different things that obviously aren't going to work. So I just want people to have that faith to stick this one out and stay the course. As I keep on saying, stay the course. Anyway,
it's a bit funny, really, isn't it? You should say, well, no, it's not funny, but you know, like, of course, we're just like waiting now, aren't we? And obviously, we that's our choice. We talked about choices. This is our choice. But isn't it funny how there are vultures circling? That's literally there are.
I can see him like that.
You can waiting, literally almost waiting for Red, I guess, to decide. You know, he wants to do something else. And how many times do we get asked? We get asked. Even I get asked. You know, even I get spammed with stuff. You know, it's not going to happen, because, as we always said from day one,
last chance
cafe for us. It's either this or nothing. So we said that from because, and why did we say that? Because Red had been down so many roads and lost money and tried to follow stuff and just never worked. We decided enough was enough, really. So we were going to, this was Last Chance Cafe, and here we are. This is where our eggs are. This is the basket we want to be in. So, but that's our choice.
And amongst all you lovely people.
And how would I have met you guys, right? How would we have met all these lovely people, right, if we hadn't come down this route? So
Absolutely.
it's lovely. So
right then, Jane, into the chat you go.
Thanks very much. Cynthia Deering, there you are. She's right under my nose there. The future is clear, Chris Johnson. Yes, it is, darling. The future is Onpassive, or whatever we're going to call it, but still always be Onpassive in here to me, I think. So M. Kaylee, hello to you. Hello, lovely. And I'm not very good at the chat on here because it goes in a funny direction. Jean Lever, of course, focusing forward. Great analogy, Jane. Thank you so much, darling. Michael Champagne, hello to you. Grateful for what you're doing. Levi Mama Bola says he's grateful for what you're doing, darling. That's
cheers,
nice.
Levi,
Chris
mate.
DeGrazier, thank you, Red and Jane. Thank you, Chris. That's really nice. Jarmo, hello to you, darling. Where are you in the world now, Jarmo? Are you there or are you back there?
I think he's up in Finley Land.
It just looked somewhere where he was today, looked nice and warm. And I was curious as to whether he'd moved back. So Peruri Krishna, that's a great name, that is.
Harry's brother.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Stephanie Morrison, hello to you, and Kiana McCulloch, hello to you guys. I am going through. I'm not just doing all greens because it's the
up
way
north.
It works. Yeah. Oh, you're up north, darling. I bet it's beautiful. Melanie Meccano, hello to you. I think like Melanie Meccano, it's actually from Canada. I could be wrong. And Janagia Alam, hello to you. Roy McPhail, hello, lovely. And Clover Kelly, that's a great name.
Clover Kelly sounds like you should be in a Western.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, no, that he's a star. Well, I say he's a star. I use the word loosely. John Barilla, hello to you. And Levi Mama Bola, hello, darling. John Barilla, yeah, I love John's attitude to stuff. He's always super,
and thanks, John, for everything you do in my chat and everybody else's.
Super upbeat. Hello, Sherry Dershowitz. Hello, darling. Greetings to you, my lovely. She sends me some lovely messages as well. Madan Mishra, hello to you. And MD Shakeen, Shah Nuas, hello to you guys. Just slow down.
A big shout out, by the way, to the Indian YouTubers who take mine and Chris's and Marty's stuff and put it into Hindi for everybody over there. Really, really appreciate what you do. Fantastic work, guys. I am very appreciative of you trying your hardest to make sure that our Indian brothers and sisters get the correct information.
Yes, Melanie is in Canada. Yeah, I just want to say goodnight to Norelli. Good night, darling. Sweet dreams. I hope you're feeling all right, sweetheart, but take it easy. Don't stay up late just on our account. Make sure you're looking after yourself, please. We need you.
We do need you.
We like having you around. Kiana McCulloch, hello to you, and Abdul Sattar, hello to you, lovely, and Hamadir Rahman, hello to you. Thank you all for coming on today, guys.
Yeah.
So it's got Chris DeGraze. I think I've said hello to Chris. Yeah. I have. And obviously we've got Jean and we've got our Chris and we've got all the usual suspects. We do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
That's it from us today then, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow, normal time. Through the summer, it is going to be 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. here for the UK. It makes life easier for me, to be honest. And obviously, towards when the clocks change, we'll move back to that 4 p.m. Which is 11 a.m. slot. Okay, that's it for us then. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.